Hello, this is Dr. Victoria Skirbo from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. And I want to talk to you today about the full moon that is occurring on October 16th. This full moon is occurring in the sign of Aries and the sun in Libra, naturally. This occurs at the 24th degree of Libra Aries. And so this is the axis of identity, the axis of relationship, the axis of I am and we are. And so we have an awareness around how we relate to one another. Now, of course, this whole theme of relationship and relating is also brought into play by the fact that Jupiter has just moved into Libra and will be there for a good 12 months. And so we will be expanding our understanding of relating and relationship over the next 12 months, including the benefits and the drawbacks of relating. And so this particular new moon is a very potent, full moon. And the reason for that is because the moon is actually conjunct Uranus and Eris. Now, most people have heard of Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of sudden, out of nowhere surprises, changing. Uranus is the energy of breaking the paradigm, sort of coming in and blowing up the structure of things so that the light of that which lies beyond the our three-dimensional reality can shine forth. I like to call it the crack in the cosmic egg, so to speak. And so we have that conjunct the moon, which is our emotional nature, the way we react and respond to life, and Aries, which can be quite impulsive. And then add to that the energy of Eris. Now, Eris is a planet that was just recently discovered. I believe it was 2003 that it was discovered. It was first given a numerical designation, then it was called Xena, and then it was finally changed to Eris. It is a it's a body within the Kuiper belt. So Pluto is a planet within the Kuiper belt. The first one we discovered. This is the second one. Eris takes about twice as long to go around the zodiac as Pluto does, so somewhere around 500 years. So for most of us alive today, we have Eris and Aries. And so Eris is the archetype of it's revolutionary. It's somewhat angry, quite angry. Mythologically, Eris was a goddess that was not invited to a wedding that all the other gods and goddesses were invited to, mainly because of her, let's say her, what's the word I'm looking for? The fact that she was considered a troublemaker. And so what she did is she decided to fix their wagon, so to speak, and she took a golden apple and inscribed on it to the fairest, and then rolled it into the party at the feet of Athena, Hera, and Aphrodite. And so it was given, this apple was given to Paris, who was a young man, and it was for him to decide who was going to receive the apple of discord, as it were. And he handed it to Aphrodite, and that started the Trojan War. Incidentally, Aphrodite promised him Helen, and unfortunately Helen was married, and they kidnapped her, and such, and then we have the Trojan War. And so this is a way, this energy really is using our own pride against us, using our own weaknesses against us. So that's kind of the energy here. And so I think part of the journey with this full moon, and then with Eris in general being conjunct Uranus last year, this year, and all of next year, is that we really need to be able to look at our shadow, look at our prideful places, look at our own character, and come to terms with it, and come to peace with it, and come to accept yourself. Because if you can accept yourself for those things that are not quite perhaps acceptable, then nobody can use it against you. As a Game of Thrones fan, there's a line in it where Tyrion, the dwarf, says, "Know who you are so that people can't use that against you." And you have to learn how to accept yourself. And I think that is a very potent and helpful energy. So wherever 24 degrees of Libra Aries falls in your chart is where you will have an awareness around yourself and others. This is a natural breaking point for relationships. It's also a point where you get to actually see a relationship for what it is, and then you can decide whether you want to continue or not. If you are interested in having your chart done by me, I do that. The easiest way to get a hold of me is to email me at Vicki, Vicki, at theseedsoftransformation.com, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day, and I will see you again.